Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2019 GMC Sierra 1500 Limited SLE. This Sierra 1500 Limited is painted in Summit White. The remote fob has your remote start, lock, unlock, and panic buttons. The front door panels have storage areas with bottle holders. It does have power windows, locks, and mirrors. It has a jet black interior, and the SLE comes standard with cloth seats. You do get a fully powered driver's seat with two-way power lumbar support, and a fully manual front passenger seat. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. So this truck we have here is part of the GMT K2XX generation of the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra full-size pickup trucks from General Motors. Overall, this generation was produced from model years 2014 through 2019. 2014 is when this new generation of Silverado and Sierra debuted, with half-ton 1500 models going on sale first. The next year for 2015, the Silverado and Sierra HD would make their debut for this generation as well. The new trucks rode on the then-new GMT K2XX platform, which would also end up underpinning the 2015 to 2020 GM full-size SUV lineup as well. The K2XX Gen trucks saved weight compared to the outgoing models thanks to the usage of more aluminum components. Other refinements over the previous generation included a new double cab configuration and a new Ecotec 3 lineup of gas engines for half-ton models. For 2016, half-ton Silverados and Sierras did get a mild mid-cycle refresh. So what makes this Sierra a limited? Well, basically the Silverado and Sierra 1500 were completely redesigned for 2019, moving to the GMT T1XX platform. However, GM continued to sell the outgoing K2XX Silverado and Sierra 1500s for the 2019 model year under the names Silverado 1500 LD and Sierra 1500 Limited respectively, so as to not confuse them with the all-new redesigned 2019 Silverado and Sierra half-tons. The 2019 Silverado 1500 HD and Sierra 1500 Limited had a, no pun intended, limited range of configurations. They were only offered in the double cab body style, and came solely with the 5.3-liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission. You did still have the option for rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. As for the GMC branded counterpart, the Sierra 1500 Limited, trim levels were limited to just two, base and SLE. In the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges, which are your tachometer, speedometer, voltage gauge, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and oil pressure gauge. And there's also a digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Right now we're on the main info menu. We have the digital speedometer, trip computers, range, oil life, numerous pieces of vehicle information. You even have your off-road status with your pitch and roll. You have your audio status, phone, navigation, and then all sorts of options. The hazard switch is on top of the steering column. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, on the front of the spokes, on this side you have your cruise control, and on this side you'll find your information display controls, along with your voice control and Bluetooth phone controls. Then on the back of the spokes, you have your audio controls. Now the steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. You use 2 different levers for that. The parking brake is foot operated. You have your panel dimmer, headlight controls, your 4-wheel drive control dial. You have 2 high, auto, 4 high, and 4 low. And right here is your trailer brake controller, climate vent for the driver. On this side you have your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. And then on this side, you'll find your column-mounted gear shifter. Going in reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. With this button you can toggle your tow haul mode. Going down the center of the interior, you have the touchscreen interface for your IntelliLink infotainment system. We'll go over the system more in a bit. Central climate vents on either side. Some physical radio/infotainment system controls. You have your volume power knob, various different shortcut buttons as well. And this one, having the SLE value package, you do get dual zone automatic climate controls. So you have your temperature on either side, auto, sync, fan speed, different zones, then your air conditioning, front and rear defrost, and recirculation. With these switches, you can toggle your traction control and your cargo lamps. A little bit of storage, a 12-volt power outlet. This does have bench seating, so you can sit 3 people across. You can fold up the center seat base to reveal some storage. And you can fold the whole center seat back down to reveal 3 cup holders, a little bit of storage, and a center console inside with some more storage. You also have another 12-volt power outlet, 2 USB-A ports, and an aux port. You have upper and lower glove boxes. Upper one is lockable. Grab handle on the passenger side A-pillar. And there are also grab handles right here for all 4 corners. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Manually dimming rear view with OnStar. And on the overhead console, you have your passenger airbag indicator, garage home link, LED overhead lighting, and a sunglass holder. Alright, and here is that IntelliLink infotainment system. Right now we're on the home screen. We'll go to audio. Now you have AM, FM, and Sirius XM, plus you have Bluetooth audio streaming, and you still have a CD player in this truck. So radio, just toggle between your sources. Browse different stations. Go to your sound settings there. Your phone menu, you can pair a phone, contacts, all that kind of stuff. Screen projection. You have all sorts of settings. Go through your different apps. Some of those apps being right here. That's just a brief gist of the infotainment system. But now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are automatic down, and the driver's window is automatic up as well. This SLE rides on these 17-inch 6-spoke machined aluminum rims. The Sierra 1500 Limited is powered by GM's Ecotec 3 5.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. It's an all-aluminum pushrod power plant with 2 valves per cylinder, direct injection, variable valve timing, and active fuel management. Horsepower is rated at 355 at 5600 RPM, while torque is rated at 383 pound-feet at 4100 RPM. This engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability, and this Sierra does come with 4-wheel drive. Running on regular unleaded with a 26-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates for this truck are 15 mpg in the city and 21 mpg on the highway. It has an independent front suspension and a solid axle leaf spring rear setup. Stopping the truck are 4-wheel disc brakes. This truck has a towing capacity of 9,200 pounds and a payload capacity of 1,810 pounds. The fuel door is on the driver's side. Multiple storage areas on the back door panels as well. You can fold up 60-40 split the rear seat bases. Both front seats do have storage pockets on the backs, grab handles on the B-pillars. Rear passengers do get a little bit of storage along with a 12-volt power outlet. And as for space back here, I'm about 6'1" with the driver's seat in a pretty comfortable driving position for myself. And it is a pretty cramped back seat. I've said this a couple times. I've been in this generation of Silverado and Sierra in double cab configuration. It's a pretty cramped back seat. Headroom's actually good though, but I suppose it's more comfortable than like an old school extended cab with a third door and all that kind of stuff. Easier to get in and out at least. And it's still a usable back seat. It's just not the most comfortable. Single exhaust. Standard on the Sierra 1500 Limited is a 6-foot 6-inch bed, which provides 61 cubic feet of space. No bed liner, but at least it does have this nice metal guard. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2019 GMC Sierra 1500 Limited. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.